What is going on, everybody? We're here and we're live. A little bit late. I actually didn't know if anybody was going to show up today. That's how these are sometimes. I know schedule's been off. We had to delay the last one we did a couple weeks. Then this one was delayed a week. Schedule's a little funky. Schedule's a little weird. But we are here. Barely. And you know what? I don't know who else might join us. I don't know what else is going on. Usually I wait. We introduce everybody one at a time. There's only one motherfucker to introduce this time. So it's not going to take very long. And he just went off camera and muted. Probably because he had to go to fucking take a piss or something. So that's all right. Well, I was setting up quite the introduction for him. Quite the introduction. But I do see some people here in chat. Let's say hi. I see Bobo Yogi. I see Voxen, Viceroy Red, The Raging Cajun, Super Mayorio, Viceroy Reds, John Gets Gaming, House of the Golden Flowers, Noons is here. Hello, Noons. Raptor, Sleazy. Oh, I forgot to send Sleazy the link. No fucking wonder. He's pissed at me. He's pissed me in the chat. All right. We got people here. Biggles is here too. And we got John Gets Gaming. What's up, John? How are you, man?
Sorry about that. I was getting an excited update on the Steelers. Apparently, they just intercepted. So I was having someone barge into the room just now.
Just to scream at you that the Steelers are do something worthwhile?
Yeah, pretty much. So we take anything we can get these days. I saw your Bears were helping us out. I think they were beating the Bengals last I checked. So, you know, you guys failed us in Baltimore, but hopefully you can help us out a little this week.
Oh, dude, it was fucking disgusting to lose in Baltimore to those backup fucks. Was not happy about that. But your fucking Steelers with Aaron Rodgers, dude. I tell you what.
Dude, they showed the stat. They're like, he already has the most touchdowns for a Steelers quarterback since 2022 for an entire season.
Holy shit.
16, because Kenny Pickett only threw 2 touchdowns once in his career.
Well, we've also got, because I actually sent him the link, we got Sleazy. What's up, man?
Oh, no one's coming onto my show. Oh, maybe you should invite people.
Well, I'm usually okay about it. Let's look. Hold on. Fucking July, I sent it. August, I sent it. September, I sent it, which was a couple weeks late. Now here we are.
It's
I forgot
this
period
once a month. All right.
And we've also got Biggles Mets. No green screen for Biggles today. What's up, Biggles?
Hi. Yeah, I haven't had a green screen for a while because I'm like moving, and I think at the end of the year I should be in the new house, and then I should have everything set up, and then we're going to have there's a beam in my room that I will have the thing, and we're attaching a green screen, and I'm just going to pull it down. So when I'm on things like this, I'll have like all my animation in the background, and when I'm streaming, I'll have the green screen down. So
make sure to put up that anime stuff for Ryan. You know he likes it.
Oh yeah, I know it's his favorite. You know, he's got Berserk, which he should definitely read.
I know he's hiding all of his K-pop Demon Hunters shit in the background right now.
I don't know shit about K-pop fucking Demon Hunters other than I know there's one fucking song because like, is it called like Soda Pop or something? Is that a song from that?
I actually have not seen anything about that movie other than streamers complaining about it.
Okay. I'm glad people love it or whatever. It's just, it didn't look appealing to me. I gave the preview a shot, like hovered over the preview, saw what it was. I'm like, it's not for me.
Yeah.
Okay? Everybody else can hunt the demons. Everybody else can do their fucking K-pop shit. It's not for me. I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm going to Japan next year. So is Japan just going to be like a living anime simulation? Is that what it's going to be?
No, but why are you going to Japan?
I'm actually really fucking excited for this. It's going to be a big Gary from Nerdrotic with his with all the ancient civilization stuff that they go and tour around and look at. He's doing one of those in Japan to see some huge megaliths and stuff in Japan. So I'm going to be going for that next year. It's like in late May. And I am super stoked about that trip, which is exciting because I honestly, look, I was never one for doing too much world traveling, but something has overcome me lately and I'm inspired. And I think that'll be a fucking cool trip. So Sleazy, you fucking been around Asia, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit here and there.
little bit here and there.
It's like a suspicious way of answering. It makes it sound like you've done like secret operations in Vietnam or something. It's like, I don't know, I've been there, maybe.
Can't let the commies win. Okay.
That's right. Is Japan? What's better, Japan or Thailand? Thailand.
Oh, Japan.
Japan.
Yeah.
Good. I heard good things about Thailand too, so I wasn't sure.
It depends on what you're into.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't know if it
like
was just
little
a bunch of
fanboys.
dudes who wanted to fuck dudes that look like chicks or not. So it's hard to know.
Well,
Hard to know.
It'd be
You know-
Jeremy's favorite place.
I know why Ryan's really excited. They got that new prime minister who's all about like kicking out the immigrants now up in Japan. So, you know, I hear she was meeting with Trump, you know.
I respect it. You know, I fucking respect it. Keep Japan Japanese. There's nothing wrong with that. Let me come visit for a fucking week. Let me come stay for 30 days or whatever that limit is, and then get me the fuck out of the country. It doesn't belong to me. I am perfectly fine with that. I wish, you know, America was a little more.
You should move there and make everybody speak English.
No,
I mean, kind of based.
They,
No, I'm
they
I'm
love
applying the same
Americans there,
standards.
so they can learn how to speak English better. So
Biggles, are you on your headset mic? Is that what you're using?
No, I'm on this actual mic, but everything is fucked lately, so that's why I sound different. It's this mic.
Dude, the Apple
Yeah, it
update
just-
fucked up my whole audio with Streamlabs recently, so I understand your pain. It was random shit causes everything to just mess up.
It just
Well,
sounds like his entire room is echoing. That's all it is.
Well, yeah,
Bit
there's
tin canny, yeah.
nothing in this room. Like
Mm.
there's literally nothing in my house other than what's in this room, and it's basically empty.
Mm.
So I like mess with audio for hours trying to get it normalized, and then it's now fucked. So
Yeah, I mean it's still quite interesting. It's a hell of a lot better than like whenever I try to capture on like PS5 or something. It's like you get the tin can mic on that. I can understand what you're saying. It's just a little echoey, but yeah.
yeah, I can try to fix it more,
Yeah.
or I can even try to close this door and hope it helps a little bit, but I doubt it.
Maybe the gain's just way too fucking high on it, honestly. Like, that might be part of it too. Your gain might be so fucking high because we could hear you pretty well even when you were like fairly far away from it. So the gain might just be too. Oh, you can't fucking hear me. I said the gain might just be too high,
No,
possibly.
I could hear you. I lowered the gain, so maybe that helps. Does that
Okay,
help
yeah,
a
we'll
lot?
see. But we'll work with it. We'll figure it out. Jesus, Ryan, love the shirt. Guess I'm all out of wisdom.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just what random black shirt am I going to wear today? This one actually has lettering, but I could use a good whiskey. I could use a good bourbon right now, to be honest with you.
I'm just sticking with a heavy beer right now. You know, a little Master of Pumpkins since it's now can't have the spooky ones anymore. You got to have the more November-ish ones.
There you go. Yeah, it's true. It's time to switch seasons. Fucking spooky season is done. It's all about Christmas now, boys. Mariah Carey is coming. It's going to happen. All she wants for Christmas is you, and you're going to hear it everywhere you go. At least here in fucking America, you'll hear it everywhere you go. But when I worked at JCPenney, I grew to despise that song. We heard a lot of the same songs over and over again. Simply having a wonderful Christmas. I hate that song now too. There's a couple you grew to despise. I love Christmas music for the most part. I love the Christmas season.
Yeah,
But-
like a good basically all the public domain ones, the super old. I like instrumental shit that you can just play in the background and not get annoyed by it. Yeah, I'm into more of the classical kind of stuff because it's not like insistent. The lyrical stuff gets a little tiresome hearing over and over again.
When I worked at Polar Ralph Lauren, our playlist had 10 songs.
Mm.
So we started coming up with parodies for almost every song. Like Taylor Swift came out and it was like the Romeo and Juliet song or whatever the fuck that song is called. And I think we turned it into like something about her getting banged under the bleachers or something like that. Just parodied every song that
So that was just
Hang
our
on.
life, though.
probably.
Yeah, 10 songs. That's about every half hour you were just getting a repeat if they're all like 3 minutes each or so. Damn.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I like that Taylor Swift song actually. I'm not familiar with the one getting banged under the bleachers.
Well,
But
that's how we made it. You know, we had to entertain ourselves after hearing it 70 times a day.
What's the one? She just came out with one about like how big Travis Kelce's dick was or something, right?
I have not heard any of her new albums, to be honest with you. Or any of her new album. I have not heard the Travis Kelce Wood song or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
I have not heard the song. I heard somebody was like just kind of reading through the lyrics like monotone, and I was just they're just like laughing at it the entire time. It's like because you know a lot of people were freaking out at her from the side she normally tries to appeal to, and it was kind of a comedic day.
Look, she's
I'm
written a
glad
bunch
I
of
walked away
songs
from
about
the
these
internet.
relationships that have gone bad. Her fucking fan base, like, let her be happy. If this one's going well and she's happy or whatever, despite what everybody says. And I'm not the biggest fan of fucking like Taylor Swift's politics, or really, I can take or leave some of her music. Some of it's all right, some of it's not so all right. But like, take all that aside. Let her fuck. You're fucking her fans. Let her be happy about something. Now you're upset that she actually has a relationship that she thinks is like going to go all the way. Be happy for her, you know. But they can't stand it.
She's married to a gay dude. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, they're not married.
I thought they got married.
They
Or
might
they're
be
just
engaged, or
They're engaged.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought
Well, she's marrying a gay dude, so have fun with that.
Well, there's different levels of gay. There's gay as in take it up the ass, and there's gay as in I'm going to get all of these vaccinations gay. There are different levels of gay.
What's the difference?
Well, I think that one might be worse, but one is an actual homosexual act. So.
That's the most intense I've heard those words said. All right.
Homosexual?
No, you just like homosexual act. It was very emphasized. So,
Well, we had to get the difference. There is different.
It's like the old guy in the movies. Are you one of them homosexuals?
I mean, that's basically me right now. I don't even have to get old to do that. Got that fucking Chicago Bears. Dude, Chicago Bears piss me off so fucking much. Jesus for 2. Ryan, if you go to Thailand, don't go to Bangkok.
what was that? I remember Gary put out a map whenever he was visiting England of like basically all the cities that were like that sounded like some sort of reference to dicks or something. It was all like coccyx, and then it was like I forget. It was like bangers or something. There was like a shit ton of them. He's just like,
Isn't there like a Clarkson, like fucking Clarkson's from? I've never fucking watched that shit. Jeremy Clarkson, is that the guy's name? That he always talks
you
about.
gotta watch that show.
I've heard it's good, but I only got so much time in my fucking life, you know.
Yeah.
But I did see that there's like I think it's from that show. There's like a clip of him pointing at different maps and talking about these things that are like labeled sexual things. So, I mean, I've heard Bangkok is cool. But yeah, maybe a trip to Thailand in my future. I got a lot of places I want to go. I got to get to Egypt sometime to see these fucking pyramids. Can't do that with Gary this time, so I got to do that at some point. We're going to the UK. We're doing the UK meetup next year. That's going to be exciting. I might spend a little more time there than just for the meetup and see my ancestral homeland. You know,
You might even get stabbed.
Might get stabbed. See where they went wrong. Oh, look at all these immigrants. Oh shit.
Stay out of the as long as you stay out of the inner city, I think you're good there.
Well, I think I'll have to go there a little bit. I'll just rush through quickly, you know. Rush through quickly. But yeah, I'm excited for that. Then Japan. Well, these are all in different orders, but gotta add Thailand. Gotta add Thailand to that trip. Is it super? All right, Sleazy, you're more well aware of Asian travel pursuits than I am. Is it super cheap in Thailand?
Yes.
You can live like a fucking king for a couple $1,000, right?
Yeah. So the last time I was so Thailand is probably, I'd say it's a little bit cheaper than the Philippines, but you could stay in like a 2-bedroom air quotes hotel for like $200 for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I've heard about Thailand. Like most of my Thailand story experiences is from like people that I served with who would like go there and spend some time there or whatever. And they would tell me stories where they would like fucking rent a family out almost, right? Where they would like pay a family nothing, like $200 for a week, and that family, they'd let them sleep there. They'd do their fucking laundry. They'd make food for them. They'd like they'd drive them all these fucking places. You could quite literally live like a king. That's not necessarily the appeal for me, but I mean, it's not a terrible thing either.
Yeah, and when I say 2-bedroom, I'm talking like shitty, like I don't even want to say Motel 6 because that would be, but it's like a 2-bedroom, 2 queen beds, 2 different rooms, a kitchen, and a living room, and it's like $200 for 2 weeks. It's like holy shit.
Sounds like they do B&Bs right, according to what Ryan was just describing. It's like they should clean up all your shit rather than like. And he's talking about the family, like doing all the laundry and shit for you and all that. I'm like, I hate B&Bs because they're always like, you know, you got to clean up the whole kitchen, you got to rearrange everything before you go, you got to do all this stuff. I'm just like, hey man,
you can do things cheaper, right? Like I could go for like $3 a night to like a hostel type thing, but it's like I'm not gonna do that.
You guys ever see a Euro Trip whenever they go to like Eastern Europe and they flick like the dude a nickel and he's like, oh, nickel, and he like fucking slaps the owner of the hotel and he's like, I'm gonna open my own hotel. It's like 2003. Yeah. Oh, the other best scene is with the Pope whenever they like throw the black thing into the fireplace and they're like, the Pope's dead. He comes out like covered in the curtain and shit and they're like, it's the new Pope.
Bro, it's been so long since I've watched that movie. Holy shit.
And of course everybody knows Matt Damon's cameo.
Yeah, God. Scotty doesn't know.
I did a intro for the full Aussie one time for Lethal, and I used Euro Trip, and I think Rhino was the one who got kicked in the balls. He was the robot fighting Scotty.
Of course. Jesus for 5. Ryan, my Christmas drink is White Russian, even though I'm 10% white, 10% black from the waist down, and 80% spicy Mexican. Your favorite Christmas drink? I don't know if I have a specific Christmas drink. I'm not a big eggnog person. Like not I'll have some if it's like there, but I'm not a big eggnog person. What I will say, and I don't know if I would call it a Christmas drink, but around this time of year, like in the winter, I do like to do like a hard cider. So like whether it's Angry Orchard or whatever, pour that in a glass and then do a shot of Fireball and pour that in.
Oh, Angry Balls.
Not to chug it or anything, not to fucking drop it in and chug it, but and it kind of tastes like apple pie. You know what I mean? That cinnamon fucking apple. It's really good. So that's a really good like this time of the year drink for me.
Angry Balls. That's what they're called. Angry
Balls. That is what they're called. Thank you, Biggles. Angry Balls. Yes.
Yeah.
I suppose that comes off better than fiery balls. That just sounds like you got an STD or something. It's like, I got some fiery balls, guys. That's okay, bro. You can stay over there.
Like the balls or the ball orchard. Yeah, it doesn't sound right either. So I'm good with that.
No, the stuff that's really dangerous is the spiked like warm cider that you'll get where you just ladle it. That's at a lot of parties and shit in the fall, and it's just like that stuff it's so good, especially if you're outside on a fall day. You're just like then you end up drinking way too much because it's going down so easy. You're just like, I need a little bit of bite. I need to actually know what I'm drinking here.
Oh, a lot of stuff can do that to you. Long Island iced teas. Oh, that's not a Christmas drink for me. That is any fucking day Long Island iced teas. And bro, I like I was going to a Washington Wizards game in Washington DC.
Back when Jordan was there?
No. I would not have been old enough to drink at that point in time when Jordan was there. I was there in maybe 2014. You know what it was? It was for St. Patrick's Day. Couple buddies of mine went up there. There was because the Bulls, I wanted to go because the Bulls were playing there. So I did want to see my Bulls. You are right about that much, Biggles. So I went to go check that out. And we were up there for the weekend. I got up later than everybody else because I had some shit I had to take care of. So I got there later than everybody else. By the time I get there, they're a bar next to the arena drinking. They've already been pre-gaming a while. I'm like, I got to fucking catch up. So I ordered 2 Long Island iced teas. I'm double fisting Long Island iced teas. Just fucking drink them as fast as I fucking can, then order 2 more. And in about the 30 minutes that it took for me to drink 2 of them, drink 2 more of them, get into the arena, fucking double fist, double Jack and Cokes, and got to my seat. After the first quarter, I don't remember shit. I completely and totally blacked out after the first quarter. I paid a lot for these fucking seats that I have almost no memory of other than a couple pictures. And I came to, basically. I was blackout drunk, but I was still walking around doing shit, whatever. I came to, the next thing I remember, it's about 1:30 in the morning, and we're just walking through right in the middle of fucking downtown Washington, D.C. And then I had to hear about all the retarded shit that I did, including maybe yelling some racial slurs at people.
Well,
I probably shouldn't get too in detail with what I said to who, but yeah, it was a crazy fucking.
I thought you were gonna say you like opened up your phone, you had a bunch of pictures with like Derrick Rose and shit. You just didn't even remember any of it.
And that's what you were calling the racial slurs, you know? Like,
yeah.
Poor Derrick Rose.
He's like, you know what? I'm gonna get injured a bunch just because of what you said to me tonight.
That actually led to the knee injury, right? He had a knee injury, right?
Well, yeah, I think it was before then.
Well, no, he was fucking injured during that time, and I was fucking yelling at him. I was screaming at him, like, "You're the healthiest motherfucker on this team, you fucking pussy!" Because I was drunk as shit. So
yeah, well, maybe he had a LeBron butt injury or whatever he's got right now that he's
sciatica.
Yeah,
You sure it's not AIDS if it's LeBron?
Sciatica. Look, speaking as someone who's getting older. Sciatica's no fucking joke. I don't believe LeBron has it. I think he's a pussy ass lying bitch. But sciatica sucks because there's like nothing you can do about it. Like doesn't matter if you fucking stretch, doesn't matter if you try to roll out. Like sometimes you're just fucked. But I don't believe that's what LeBron has. I think he's a fucking liar.
Yeah, don't forget he had like I think he said a grade 2 MCL like sprain or something, and then he was seen like dancing around at a nightclub. He's like, I can't get out of bed. And then like 2 days later, It's like, okay, thanks, LeBron. I definitely believe you.
LeBron also said he was reading a book while it was upside down. So
and he never changed the page. He was like caught years later still on the same page of the damn book, and they ask him about it, and he's like, well, you know, he was just a very inspiring man, you know, very interesting. I'm like, this is all the shit that I say whenever I haven't read the book, LeBron. I know what it's like to do a fake book report. You're a fucking liar.
Most people are better at lying about it than he is. That's the thing. Like when that was the biography of Malcolm X. That was the one you're talking about where he was seen carrying it around and pretending to read it. Yep. And somebody asks him, oh my fucking gosh.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Bears just gave up a crazy touchdown.
I knew it was something in the Bears
fucking
game.
Bears
just gave a crazy touchdown. But
they already gave up a kickoff return. God damn it. What have they done now?
Here's another one. But the biography of Malcolm X, he'd been carrying that around. So finally a reporter asked him about it. He's like, got it in his hand. He's like, yeah, I've learned a lot. You know, he's a really good man, really, you know, did a lot of important things for us. And it's like, well, so what do you mean? Like, what are you taking away from this? He's like, he just, you know, had a voice and he sent a message. And you know, I think we all have to, you know, take back and we can learn from that. Like, just nothing. Just fucking nothing. Just lying. Like, what a loser. Guess what? Like, LeBron, you're a fucking NBA superstar. Nobody actually cares. Even if you couldn't fucking read, no one would actually even care about that, right? So the incessant need to fucking lie about reading this book, bro, I fucking hate LeBron James. I can't wait till he's
at worst. You could have just said, "Well, I'm not really that far into it yet," and just like brush off the question like that instead of go on a 2-minute BS streak of nothings.
I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, it's like, you know.
Oh, Biggles got that sun right in his eyes, Biggles. What's happening?
That's why I have the hat. So, like I said, I'm in a room that I've never been in before, and it's the winter time, so the sun's at a different angle. So it's like these sky windows or whatever the fuck they're called. Yeah. I don't know. Like
skylights or whatever?
Yeah, skylights. So with the winter sun, it's where the thing is. So that's why I have my hat on when I'm on like in TV, or not TV, but I'm on my camera. So so I can actually see my monitors. It sucks. But I once got to sit like not ringside. What is it? Courtside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got to sit courtside, and it was when Tyson Chandler was on the Suns, and I was walking through work because I worked at a mortgage company for like 2 months, and then I quit during lunch and basically told my boss to go fuck himself. Yeah, I fucking hated that guy. He used to be a regular at like Applebee's when I worked at Applebee's. And he's like, I like you. Come work for me. You'll get way more money. So I kept working at Applebee's, but I worked with him. And then he like started being like rude to one of the servers at the place we were at. I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I don't want to work for you. But I worked at this mortgage company, and like the big boss was like, hey, you come here. And I was like, yes, sir. What can I do for you? He goes, do you have plans tonight? I go, no. He goes, here's 2 tickets to the Suns game. It's courtside. Have fun. And I was like, thank you, sir. And we went to the game, and it was the Suns versus either the Spurs or the Mavericks. I don't remember which one it was. And and there was Tyson Chandler was on the Suns, so I don't remember who else was on the team. Drog was like the point guard. But I remember Tyson Chandler because he just came from the Knicks the year before. So I'm just like staring at him while he's like standing right next to me.
7 feet fucking tall.
The dude's a fucking giant. And then I'm just like, holy shit. Like, and when you get courtside seats, like at least for the Suns, they have like this buffet thing like that you can go to at any time. And I was like, shit, I think I spent more time eating all I could eat instead of watching the game. So
dude, that is nice when you get that sounds extra nice. I remember the Penguins got slaughtered one time, but I went to one of their games where they had like a semi-private area. You go through like these double doors, and it's like 2 sections of seats, but they're a little bit wider, a little bit more foot space. They had a couple exclusive restaurants in there, and they had its own bathroom, so you didn't have to deal with lines because it was only for a couple sections. It's always nice, like getting the primo kind of. I mean, mine were not nearly as primo as yours, I'll be honest, but it sounds like. But at least it was like a little bit exclusive, and it's always nice at sporting events. Of course, they got slaughtered, so that sucked. But at least we got good food.
Yeah, Biggles just fucking lucks into this random shit that he like doesn't even fucking care about. Like something I would give my left nut for. Biggles just randomly stumbles into this bullshit. Where I did get really nice. I got box tickets for the NCAA champion. Well, not the championship, the Final Four, one of the Final Four games in the NCAA tournament. I forget what year it was. I was living in San Diego at the time, but I had to fucking call into a radio station. I had to sing a country song. I had to sing a Kenny Chesney song so I could win tickets to that live on air and get judged for it. And I fucking did it because I wanted those tickets. But I had to fucking work for it. Biggles and just stumble into some random place and some fucking rich dude hands me that. Maybe my luck will be changed somewhere else down in life. Maybe my karma will come back in a good way some other way. Maybe
Best ones have definitely not been professional ones. Penn State 4 overtime game against Michigan where we were riding the bus back at about 1 a.m. That is a pretty amazing one, and they won. And then Joe Paz, 409th win. I was there for that against Illinois. I fucking froze my feet off because I wore sneakers for some reason in this blizzard of a game. You're standing on the bleachers just like, I might lose my feet, but I ain't missing this. And they end up kicking the field goal. Or wait, I forget if they kicked a field goal or scored a touchdown at the end. But I know they won like, it was a super low scoring, boring game till the very end. Which is like, 409 wins, we did it.
Sleaze, you're not much of a sports guy, right? You no, not at all.
Not care.
What about any like fucking concerts or any cool shit like that you ever done?
Justin Bieber.
Fuck. Back when NoFX was cool, we did something with some substances, and they were tour van. Met Blink 182. Met DMX before he went all cracked out.
That's crazy.
I don't like sports, but my roommate at the time was a professional photographer. He used to take senators' photographs and stuff, and he told me to come along and help him with some party at some rich dude's mansion. there's a story I can't tell online, but needless to say, I thought we were going to die because he may have accidentally spilled some stuff on some like 7-foot tall brawling black dude who played for the Panthers.
Oh damn!
It turned out to be okay. The dude was chill, but yeah, some crazy stories because I used to do club promotion, DJing, the professional photography stuff. Oh, I drank with Haley Wilson from Paramore.
Really?
She used to be.
Hey, look, I knew once we got going on something else other than sports, Sleazy would have some fucking stories. I knew there'd be something. That's cool.
Yeah, she was chill. I mean, Blink 182 holds a special place.
Yeah.
There was like some Disney concert thing in like Arizona, like probably back when I was like 11, so probably when Ryan was 12, because we're about a year apart. And then it had Blink 182, Sum 41, it had Britney Spears, it had NSYNC, it had the Backstreet Boys. It was like this giant ass festival, and I think the only ones I really wanted to see were like Sum 41 and Blink 182, and then I think I just stayed at the snow cone machine the entire time because I like snow cones.
That's everything. Biggles gets to go to all these cool things, and he basically just stays by the food. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I mean, those are great memories. Like, go look back and have. And when it comes to all this, it's really, it's really about all the small things. Wouldn't you say, Sleazy?
All the small things. Yes.
But
bro, Blink 182 was fucking huge when we were younger. Like, it was. When did you go?
Fuck. Live in high school between 2004 and 2007.
That would have been like peak time to fucking go see him.
Yes, it was. It very much was.
Yeah, because I'd say early 2000s when they were like really like top of the world, and they were probably still like pretty much there then. Like, yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I helped somebody do a tile job at Ric Flair's house.
No way. Are you just making random shit up now?
No, straight up.
Like, did he see his tile and go, "Woo, that's great work, boys"?
Reverse the roles. He showed up later. However, his wife, like, dude, we're not touching this. This is Ric Flair. Like, no, I'm not getting Nature Boy.
Oh, was Charlotte there?
Yeah. No. It was just his wife.
Bro, I did work for Mark Recchi, the hockey player, and I think this had to have been his second wife because, she came out to like walk us around the property, and I was just like, "Holy shit, you're a lot younger than Mark Recchi." Yeah. No, those celebrities, they make out.
Yeah. Look, when you're fucking rich, when you got that much money, I guess whatever. And people are like, you know what? I'll marry him. I'll wait out till he fucking dies.
I did have to laugh. Here's an inside scoop on Ryan Shazier. He because I did some work at his one house when he had just gotten past his injury. He was like barely able to walk, and we're having to walk around the property, and his wife is like booking it, and we're kind of like hanging back like and she's like, he'll be fine. Come on. It's just like keeps booking it to the other end of the property.
Like Ryan Shazier's sitting there on crutches or a walker, can barely move because he just basically got paralyzed in front of the entire country, and he'll be all right.
Like he could walk, but it was clear that on any uneven surface he was still like very unsure. And then I saw him a couple years later, and he was actually like pretty cool. He had all these fucking like, we protect this house with firearms fucking signs up around his house. I'm like, all right, way to go, Ryan. And yeah, he's a pretty cool guy.
That's one of the worst injuries I've ever seen happen. Like, because it was a night game. I think it was a primetime game for the Steelers. And,
against the Bengals. Yep.
And Shazier basically just got folded in fucking half backwards, right?
Well, I think he went in, from what I remember, I think he kind of went in head first for a tackle. He was kind of like level and got like a jolt kind of whenever he hit his neck, because he tackled like that a lot, and so I think it just like hit the wrong way where it really just
Am I thinking of a different injury?
Man, I might be remembering it wrong. I haven't watched it in years. Yeah,
He
that
watches
was
it on
2017, I believe. So that was quite a few years ago now. So I really don't remember.
I was still in the time I stopped watching football.
Mm.
I haven't watched football in so long. Like watching it, I just feel like they're super athletic and they have shitty fundamentals. And it's like I'm watching my nephew who's played football for one season now, this is how he plays defense. And that's how my nephew plays defense. I'm like, what am I watching? This is freshman football. What is this?
Oh, you're right, John. It was the one where he just kind of led with his head and fucking tried to tackle him, and it just hit weird. And like he immediately reached for like the small of his back.
Yeah,
because he couldn't fucking move. Like,
yeah, and he has recovered pretty amazingly. I mean, it took years, obviously, but did it great. Yeah, I'm just watching it now too. Yeah, he just kind of like because the other guy even like finished the tackle. That was crazy.
yeah.
It's kind of like the Achilles injuries where it's just like one time too many, and all of a sudden something pops, and it's just like, oof.
We got our boy. I don't see our boy Alex McCarthy in the chat. Alex is paralyzed. He could tell us how that life is. But shout out to Alex McCarthy, our bro. He's been watching for forever.
Then, well, the other time I met Randy Rogel, and who's the composer for Animaniacs, the good version back in the 90s. And
the only version.
Yeah, really. And then who's the voice actor? Rob Paulson, the voice of I forget if it's Yakko or Wacko. Yakko, I think. And but to get to their venue is actually like in a really small like library kind of venue, which was actually kind of nice. It was very intimate with the audience. You know, they were up on their little stage, and you know it was probably like 100 or 150 people or something. But to get there, I had to go through a fucking sleazy area of Pittsburgh. I parked down at a mall, and I'm walking up a hill, and I'm like, this is not a good neighborhood. And I'm by far the lightest person that I see around me. And it's always
always a rough place to be.
Yeah, I'm just like walking alone at night through this area of town. I'm just like, I better hope this library ain't too far. I'm just gonna book it real fast right now. But you know, I made it there, made it back. So it all turned out okay. Maybe do a little power walk.
Sleazy, what are the countries I need to go to on my newfound world exploration, and what are the ones I need to stay the fuck away from?
Yes and yes.
Very
all right. South Korea, definitely go. These are all going to be go-to. South Korea, Japan, Philippines is actually amazing now. Thailand's not bad. You just have to understand or have a guide. You know Legal Mindset, right?
Yeah.
I would reach out to him if you're going to do that trip. Just to help you get around.
I'll have to have somebody that I know has some experience there or been there. I got that covered. I think the person that I'm probably will go with has some experience. So yeah.
Sleazy, have you ever been to Australia or New Zealand?
No.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of a trip to New Zealand in a couple years down the line. So
yeah, I don't want to have to get a new phone so I don't get arrested by Interpol for memes. Okay.
That's how my brother was. He went to visit Ireland, and he was very careful to like not post anything while he was there or do basically anything on the internet while he was there.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts. I guess as long as you don't post anything, it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't think they can get you for stuff that you did years ago and you're not.
Yes,
a citizen.
they can.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Callum used to be on the Lotus Eaters. He's doing his own thing now. He had the British government detain him for I think like 8 or 10 hours and seize his phone and force him to unlock it. Because no rights. And I think there's been a couple other like tourists who've had something similar happen where they just gank you in the airport and take all your shit and search through it, like phones, everything. Because they even seized some footage from a trip he did like months ago. It was months ago at the time. This is a couple months old story now. Yeah.
Blood Scorpio says Elijah Wood crashed a Lord of the Rings themed wedding at New Zealand by pure coincidence. That was pretty cool. I saw a video of that. I don't remember if it was on Twitter or Instagram or whatever. I did see a video of that, which is pretty cool. I would like to do New Zealand one time. Fucking see some Lord of the Rings shit. You know, that's about the only reason I'd go there. And you know,
as far as I can tell,
places.
it's got some really cool, like, I mean, you can see in Lord of the Rings, obviously, like as far as like hiking or like camping and that sort of shit, or just like traveling through the countryside. It's got some like crazy scenery and everything. And then yeah, and the more like where the northern and southern island kind of where you take, I think there's like a ferry or something that goes in between. We're kind of looking into it, but that's where a lot of like the Lord of the Rings, like the Weta workshop and stuff, I think is on the northern island, but on like the southern shore of it. It's got some really cool locales. And then Ryan could go to Australia just to find out what Fringy really looks like and all that. So
Yeah, I would love to go visit like westernized countries, but the state of a lot of these countries, like when you look into how bad travel can be for especially people like me and Ryan, where we say some crazy shit. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
you know, just privatize all your accounts before you go.
I feel like as long as you behave when you're there, for the most part, like
Yeah, I mean,
like,
he didn't run
here's
into
my thing. Like, if I am going to another place, in the same way, right, that I wish that when people came to America, they fucking appreciated and respected and abided by our cultures, customs, whatever, right? I feel like you should do the same thing when you're visiting other countries. You know, I think that that's the only thing that makes fucking sense. You're not living there, you're whatever, you're visiting, you're whatever, but that should be the norm. So if it's like, hey, just so you know, you can't fucking speak bad about this random royal, whatever the fuck they are, who happens to rule here. Well, okay, then I fucking won't while I'm there. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, and we could all fucking meme and get crazy about like stupid shit, but in general, that's how I feel. I feel like you should respect whatever place that you're deciding to go fucking travel to.
Yeah,
you don't. I think I'd be okay.
You don't pull
anywhere
a
else.
Johnny Somali. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if that was the case, I'd go to Britain in a heartbeat, and I'd just like immediately drive out of London to go somewhere else. But
no, I mean, he was like, you know, it was only a couple of years ago, and he was fine in Ireland, just like, you know, and he went with a group as well. You know, that's always the option too, to kind of, if you want to be, I don't know, kind of safer about it. It's where it's sort of curtailed, but also like you have a lot of free time to kind of go wherever you want. You basically just like travel to different cities over the course of a couple weeks or like 3 weeks or so. And my sister went there for, man, they were like doing a bunch of horse riding in Ireland along the beach and shit. My brother was more in the cities, and like it was pretty crazy, like up like near Northern Ireland, how like they have all these curfews and like the walls and stuff, and they're just basically like, you know, because of all the conflict and shit, they basically like lock the fuck down after a certain hour, basically. It is pretty crazy what he was telling us about that. But yeah, there's some hairy areas, but I think Britain, for the most part, in the countryside, seems pretty tame.
You mean white?
Yes.
What was it? There was that one dude, that British dude, I think he was doing one of those travel things, but he was doing it in Nepal, right? Whenever they were having their fucking revolution. And so he's like walking in the streets and there's fire all over the place. There's like people running around, smoke rising everywhere. He's just like, I don't really know what's going on, but here I am. He's like stopping people to ask them like, what the fuck is happening? And they're just like, we're rising up. He's like, okay, good luck to you, buddy. It's like, that would be nuts. He's just like, I just came back because my bike didn't go through. I better hope it went through with all this chaos going on.
Lore Master Chris for $5. Hope you guys had a better Halloween than I did. I spent mine getting fired via email. Wish me luck on finding a new job. That sucks, Chris.
What the fuck?
Especially
Sounds like the
email.
video I just did on Twitch. I hope he didn't work for Twitch.
Yeah, that sucks. That sucks, Chris. It's awful to
Jeez.
hear. And he says, also loved weapons. I liked weapons. I don't know if I loved it as much as everybody else seemed to, but I mean, I liked it.
What is weapons?
The
Horror
movie
movie.
Weapons. It's a movie.
Oh, okay.
But
like
yeah,
little
sorry to
kid
hear about
monsters,
that, Chris. It sucks, bro.
Mm.
Especially not even a phone call. He said he worked for Amazon. Oh shit. Amazon did have a bunch of layoffs.
Yeah.
It's all Twitch's fault.
A bunch of layoffs. Well, that sucks, Chris. Sorry to hear about that, buddy. But hey, there's been a lot of people that are cutting jobs, and I obviously have no idea what Chris does or what he did for Amazon. Amazon cut what, like 30, or they were trying to aim for like 9% of their fucking global workforce, I think.
Yeah, another big cut.
Somehow Dan Clancy kept his job. Who knows? But
well, somebody's got to bang all the 19-year-old Twitch thoughts, right?
I think plenty of people do. He just wants to be one of them. It's not like, well, it's a dirty job and somebody's got to do it. Like, everybody's doing it.
Did you guys ever see that?
That's how they're getting on the front page. You know?
Exactly.
You ever see that video where like he's trying to demonstrate some new feature for Twitch or something, and so the guy like shows it on his phone, and it's just like a bunch of fucking thoughts. He's just like, so anyways, you can search via you can search via hashtag.
Who shows their vagina the most?
Like trying to get to something that's not NSFW. Like
Dan Clancy's probably like, yeah, thanks. You're fucking fired. It's like you want to use my phone, do you? Maybe we should use yours instead. I don't know.
That's what Dan Clancy would say. Is right. Well, you don't see anything you don't want to see. That's what our algorithms catered to. Dan Clancy's all the fucking 20-year-old female streamers, probably.
Oh God.
Probably.
I don't know. It's been a bad month for Twitch because they had the Hassan electrocuting his dog. And they had the incident at TwitchCon. Which one? Both of them.
Oof.
Miskiff?
So they had Emaru get grabbed, and they wouldn't do anything about it. She had to go herself. Then he gets caught on another Twitch viewer's live stream being with like some 19 or 18-year-old thought at TwitchCon by himself. And then the Miskiff stuff's funny because he's an asshole and he deserves most of it, but it's bullshit. Let's be honest. She's a BPD whore, probably over exaggerating to get attention.
Well, here's the way I feel about the Miskiff stuff. The like sexual assault part of it, I don't find to be like, look, dude tried to make a move on her. Like, I think it's a weird time to try to make a move on her. Like, she's crying or whatever. Probably a pretty weird time to make a move. But he tried to make a move. He made a move and she said, no, stop. And he immediately jumped up and stopped and said, okay, I'm gone.
Yeah.
I like, as far as that stuff goes, I don't really know what, unless we're sitting there writing down fucking written consent forms every time we fucking try to fuck somebody, right? I don't really understand what else you could want. Somebody tries to make a move, they get told no, and they stop and they go away. Okay. To me, it's all of the fucking shit that he did throughout whatever that relationship was. Like all of his fucking messages. That's the like fucking loser cringe behavior, controlling to a point. That's the stuff that I think he should probably just be getting like made fun of for and shit on for. The actual like sexual assault allegation is, to me, I don't know what more you expect somebody to do. Made a move, stopped when they were told no. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like. It's probably one of my least favorite things with all this that emerged out of all this Me Too stuff is just the conflation of like sexual assault, harassment, or just generally bothering someone, where it's like all these things are put on the same level that really shouldn't be. Like actual like physical touching and all that shit. It's almost treated the same way as like saying something bad. And it's just like, no, you should treat those like pretty differently. Like that's a huge step different. And like way more serious once you get into the physical shit. And it's like, I don't know. I just feel like people conflate them so much now after that, where they're just, everything is punished so harshly that it's like, you put things on the same level that shouldn't be.
That's why you always hand out a consent form now. Be like, please sign this if I'm going to talk to you. Thank you.
Because you can literally get like, you get like categorized if you like have an errant glance and it's like, oh my gosh. And it's like, you get categorized the same as a guy who goes over and slaps someone in the ass. It's like, that's not really the same thing.
Yeah, it's all fucked now. Everything's all fucked. You've got people who perpetually want to be victims about everything. You have some people that like, I feel like I try in general to have a decent amount of understanding for all the different individual circumstances for both people involved. right? Because I think there's shitty fucking dudes out there that'll try to take advantage of people. I think there's shitty fucking women out there who will try to spin anything a certain fucking way. Like all of those things exist, and I go into every fucking situation looking at that and realizing that and saying, well, let's try to figure out what exactly this is instead of just taking one person or another at their word because of their gender. Because it has gotten I almost knocked my entire desk over. I hit it with my knee. Because we have gotten to the point where, because there's so much bullshit Me Too stuff, we have gotten to the point where now we hear something and some people's immediate response is never fucking happened. Another line, bitch. Which I don't think that's exactly right. Which I don't think that's good either, because there still are bad things that happen, and there still are bad things that dudes do, and the same way there's bad things that women do. So
yeah, I'm just more inclined to believe the guy now.
Well, it like hurts both the dudes and the women with how it was responded to initially. Because like the women now, there's always like that second guessing, whereas I feel like, I don't know, if you made a super serious accusation before, you might have been taken a lot more seriously. Whereas now it's like, you make this big deal out of it, and a lot of it's like will be motivated. So it's like, oh, if you say that this guy who we already know you didn't like did something inappropriate, well, now I'm like, well, what do you mean did something inappropriate? It's like, well, he harassed me. Well, how did he harass you? It's just like you have to really get down into fine detail, because it's like, you can't
even then they lie about it.
Say shit. Yeah, well, and they can, and that's true, but it makes accusations like not be believed as much either, so it hurts both the men and the women. It stinks for those far as, and luckily with Emeru there was video evidence, and there was, it was not left up to question. You got the video, you can make of it what you will as far as how serious that was. Most people, I think, correctly assessed it as like, oh, this is like super crazy, because she was like, and she even said in her video, she was like, I was screaming, you couldn't hear me on that video, but I was screaming as soon as he tried to hug me and like tried to kiss me and shit. I was like, yeah,
and I mean,
that's pretty fucked.
Do I think that somebody being kissed against their will is like the worst possible thing to ever happen in human history? No, but it's absolutely fucked up for somebody like that to be able to get close enough to her at an event like that to force themselves on it. It's ridiculous. And that dude could have just fucking punched her in the face and she probably would have died. He was a big dude,
Yeah.
So that shit's scary.
She is tiny too. She's like tangentially related to like Asmongold and them. So I've seen like,
I've never heard shit about this woman before the TwitchCon thing. I'm not going to be honest. Like the name may be familiar. I didn't know what she looked like. I don't know what content she makes. I still don't know what content she makes.
I'm not
Generic,
really sure.
5,987.
Yeah, I'm not really sure in general. I've only really seen whenever she's like, I've watched like Asmongold stuff. So I've seen her like crossover with him every once in a while. She'll like visit or whatever. Or he'll like reference a video or cover.
Is it? She goes in his house?
Oh yeah. Shit, there was one I remember where everybody was joking because it's like you got this like anime waifu basically making McDonald's deliveries to you. She like brought him fucking fast food the one time, like cosplaying and shit, and he turns around and he's got his fucking garbage filled fucking room with the roaches. And she sits down and starts hanging out with him. I'm like, I can't believe she's doing this.
Too bad she didn't clean his fucking room.
Yeah. Yeah, Jordan Peterson's like, make her clean your room.
My God.
I just want those two to meet now that I think about it. Just Jordan Peterson meets Asmongold. It would be the epic crossover.
I don't even know what Jordan Peterson's... Isn't Jordan Peterson like dying right now? Isn't he some health problem?
I knew he got like COVID and he really slowed down after that at some point, but I didn't know that he was facing anything more serious now. I guess I haven't seen him in a little while. You're probably right.
But I don't think he's like actually dying, but like there's something wrong with him. I feel like some fucking health issue.
Yeah, he's kind of fallen off hard the last couple of years.
The last thing I saw of him, I think, was earlier this year. He was on some podcast warning about like the woke right. Basically, they're like, not go too far the other direction. That's the last bit of media I remember seeing of him.
Oh, you mean like the some of the right-wing content creators that are saying Halloween's evil and should be abolished?
God.
Or are you talking about the ones that are hanging out with Nick Fuentes?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I mean,
I hate the term woke right because it's just like anything. It's used to fucking label it. Anybody who also considers himself right-wing that you don't agree with will be labeled woke right.
Yeah, it's a purity test kind of thing, yeah.
To be honest, I just fucking hate virtually everyone in the world almost all the time.
Agreed. That's exactly how I am.
Virtually all the time. And almost everyone. But the Jordan Peterson is like a very good example of someone who I think is, to me, like I think he has a lot of value to add to conversations about specifically like how men and women interact, like in terms of a partnership, in terms of things in workplaces and the dynamics and the differences between them and shit like that. But there's a lot of other things that I don't fucking want to hear a single thing from him about. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel about Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, it's weird in the content space in general where it's like everybody has to speak on everything. Like people just don't go like, I don't really know a lot about that. That's not really my area of expertise. Not going to comment. Be like if Sleazy suddenly started like having very strong opinions on sports all of a sudden. It's just like, well, why do you feel the need to comment on that so strongly?
Yeah, that's true.
Sports ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see Sleazy agrees with Blue-Eyed Scorpio that it killed him when he saw his, oh my fucking God. It killed him when he saw his daughter's sex tapes with Andrew Tate.
The funniest thing is whenever you get accused of being a fan or like, you know, you say something like anything generally like centrist or right wing, and somebody's like, go back to your fucking Andrew Tate propaganda. I'm like, I literally don't even watch that dude. Like, why would you assume that?
Yeah. Who's this guy? I got told to go back and watch someone, and I was like, I don't even know who that is. Like,
yeah,
what is that?
Oh,
do you make your bed, Biggles?
Fuck no. It's too much work.
The most recent one I got was like, John, go back to your Funko Pops. I'm like, anybody who's ever watched me knows that I constantly rail against Funko Pops. I hate them. I think they're the laziest fucking collectible. Everybody always keeps them in the box and has a big wall of them. And I'm like, get out. Like, why do you even have those? They don't even look good.
The only Funko Pops that I believe I have ever bought are the, was it GameStop? I think had some exclusive Knights of the Old Republic ones that came out like years ago. There's like Revan and Malik and shit like that. I did have to buy those just because they're EU shit. That's it.
Wow.
The only one I got, and it got shipped to me twice, and I never got billed for either one of them, was the Gina Carano Mandalorian Funko Pop. That's it. That's it. And it's in a box somewhere. I have no idea where the fuck it is. It's in one of the boxes over there.
Well, I don't like hold it against people if they have Funko Pops. I just all my least favorite like people that I'll clown on the most always have a fucking wall of Funko. It's almost like never misses. It's just like, wow, it's weird. Like not everybody who gets Funko Pops is fucked, but everybody who's fucked seems to have Funko Pops.
And it's funny how their wife always gives them pizza and disappears overnight.
Garfield's Bizarre Adventure 5. Has there been any update on the Ray movie? Is it finally dead? I haven't heard shit about it. It's tough to say it's dead if we haven't heard anything, but I have not heard a fucking thing about it in a while. So
Daisy Ridley going to be able to do those stunts anymore? She's, I don't know. Isn't she getting to be like 40 and shit?
Daisy Ridley, come on.
I'm joking. I know she's not like old.
Daisy Ridley's probably what, 33 or 34 maybe.
I'm mainly joking
Maybe
about
younger.
how long it takes Lucasfilm to do fucking anything, because by the time she actually makes that movie, she'll be like 50 years old and be like struggling to do the little flips with a lightsaber.
Let's see. Daisy Ridley age 33 years old.
Damn, she's the same age as me.
Yeah, you're fucking calling her old.
Well,
John,
yeah, but I'm a dude, so you know.
He's the youngest on the panel.
that doesn't
33 is
count.
pretty young. 30, 31, 32. That's like my target. You know what I mean? Not so young that they're fucking stupid and dumb.
I get you. I'm more like
Younger
late
than me.
20s. Yeah, anything like college
31,
age or right
32,
there, that's too
right in
stupid.
there, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, to answer your question, Garfield's Bizarre Adventure, no fucking idea.
I saw this retarded post where it was like, they're showing like all these pictures of Sydney Sweeney at different ages, and they're like, what does she eat? Because obviously her boobs got bigger. I'm like, well, I mean, I think she just
Chicken.
grew up. I think she just like became an adult. I don't know what you want. Like
Chicken. It's chicken.
Oh yeah, chicken
All the growth
breasts.
hormones in chicken. Yes, it's chicken.
Good to know.
Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. The cows were telling you the entire time.
You were always right.
The cows were trying to tell you how to get the milkers. You just didn't want to listen.
Chick-fil-A is a pretty American thing, isn't it? Like they don't have it in too many other places.
I know on one of Little Platoon's like his premieres or whatever, like he wasn't on, but he was chatting. I brought up Chick-fil-A and he was like, "Oh, now I have to like go to America and try Chick-fil-A or something." So I don't think it's big or very prevalent in the UK.
Yeah, it's not like McDonald's or KFC or whatever, these like global things. Yeah, people aren't from fucking America. You don't know what you're missing with Chick-fil-A. You'll really know what you're missing when it's a Sunday.
Yeah, y'all don't know what you're missing unless you've had Jollibee. So fuck you.
Fuck off, dude.
That's in the
hate
Philippines.
Jollibee so much, dude. That sucked. That stuff was such fucking trash. That restaurant was trash. Never want to go there again.
Where'd you go to get it?
It was somewhere in Dallas.
Yeah, fuck that. No, Asia. You have to get it in Asia. I swear to God, it is completely different.
So I'd be like going to
never seen
McDonald's in
this.
Japan and thinking that it was the American experience.
Yes, it is entirely different. Like the McDonald's I went to when I was in the Philippines was immaculate, clean, friendly. Everybody had a fucking smile. There was no fucking hood rat bullshit. The food even tasted better. And I was like, this is going to be the same exact bullshit because it's McDonald's. They standardize fucking everything. No, everything tasted different. Everything.
Well, they say that a lot with all the stuff that, you know, RFK and them are always bringing up about, like, I don't know, the different oils and the different shit that's not even like allowed in European countries or like Japan and shit that we're allowing it in America.
I don't give a fuck about anything RFK says. I want all these fucking oils and food dyes and all that shit. RFK's like, yeah, RFK's just pumping himself fucking full of hormones to look that way. It's like, I don't know if this is very natural. Yeah, I'll fucking K RFK. Like, what the fuck are you juicing? Shut the fuck up, bitch. Talking about putting unnatural stuff in your body. My red dye 40 compared to you just fucking pouring testosterone into yourself every fucking day. Fuck off.
I don't care about any of the health stuff, but if it makes it taste better anyway, then I'm okay with that.
The only chain that tasted exactly the same in the U.S. as it did overseas was Shake Shack. That's it.
Well, yeah, I mean, Chick-fil-A, though, I can, as a guy who travels around a lot for work and probably eats at some place, whether it's local or fast food, probably about once every weekday, the quality of meat at Chick-fil-A, clip that, but the fucking breading,
quality meat there, bud, huh?
The crispiness.
I love them quality meats.
And ironically, on that note, the chicks that work at Chick-fil-A are way hotter than the rest of the fast food places. I swear, you always get some obese chick at Wendy's or Burger King. If you get Chick-fil-A, it's always some chick in tight pants with a nice ass. I don't know why, but
well. Before you said that, I was going to tell you that one of the reasons they get good service is they hire like these nice Christian high school kids. Now, I probably shouldn't say that because you just said that.
They're all adults as far as I can tell. I'm
just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you. But I mean, the nice thing about is they're contractually obligated to be pleasant, right?
Yeah. Everybody always joked that like the people who run their drive-through should just run the elections in the country because they're by far like the most efficient. They get so much more business, and yet they just like get people through there with nice fresh food all the time. It's pretty crazy. And then I remember Giannis Antetokounmpo, or however you say his name.
Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, whenever he scored 50 in the game-sealing Game 6, whenever he won the championship, and he went to Chick-fil-A the next day and got their 50-piece nuggets, he's like, I scored 50, I get 50 nuggets. I was like, that's pretty awesome.
Chick-fil-A nuggets are great. Yeah, everyone who comes to America needs to fucking experience that shit. I guess we should actually at least mention the things I put in the fucking topics of discussion for this. Okay. Anybody get to see The Witcher at all?
I don't want to.
No.
I
had to.
Go ahead.
I had to edit season 3 for Jed, like the first episode. And I was like, man, this is the worst shit I've ever seen. And I hear season 4 is even worse. So I'm like, I definitely don't want to. I definitely don't want to watch this.
Has anybody watched Blood Origin here to compare it to that?
Yes, I have watched that. Blood Origin was funnier. You know what I mean? It was like
Yeah.
more like you could laugh easier at it.
Mm.
Look, I have watched the first 2 episodes. It's exactly what you'd expect in terms of one of the only things that was okay about that show was Henry Cavill's portrayal of Geralt. Like, you were invested when he was on screen, even if you didn't like what they did with the story and character stuff like that. That's gone now with Liam Hemsworth. I don't really blame Liam Hemsworth. Like, you can't replace Henry Cavill's portrayal of Geralt. But everyone, it's a 20% audience score right now on Rotten fucking Tomatoes. There's some people that are desperately trying to defend it. It's a nightmare. They knew it was going to be a nightmare. They didn't even fucking put out the trailer till a month before it was coming out. That's how long they waited to promote it, because they knew it was kind of a done deal, that people were just going to mock it and ridicule it. And yeah, I mean, it's not even like a surprise. It's not like, oh, we expected this. This is how the show was. Like, the show was this bad.
Awful. Yeah.
And now, without anyone to give them any fucking pushback on anything, it's just all complete and total fucking girl boss shit. And Geralt is an afterthought, and not a good afterthought. As opposed with Henry Cavill, where he was like a well-portrayed afterthought. Now he's just a fucking afterthought. So I wouldn't recommend it. Like, they're done after season 5. I think their contract is through season 5. They're fucking done. It's over.
So it's not even entertaining to like laugh at. It's just kind of boring.
Yeah, it was like, it's hard for me to like remember things from it. You know what I mean? Like, things are just happening and it's not impacting you at all. Blood Origin at least was funny. I laughed because of how bad Blood Origin was. This is just kind of fucking lame.
Yeah. That's how it is with, like, you know, Rings of Power. First of all, I already have the Amazon Prime subscription, so obviously I'm going to be able to watch it without giving them extra money. But it's like entertaining to kind of laugh at. And there's always that distinction. Hell, I'm a fucking Friday the 13th fan, so I know all about entertainingly bad movies.
Oh, yeah.
But where it's like, yeah, I'm never going to defend this thing's quality, but I will watch it every year because it's funny. But yeah, the worst, and Netflix seems to have a lot of this, where it's like boring, forgettable, just kind of slop that because they're a subscription service, they just want to put out shit constantly. And they really did try to sneak this out, I think, because it was like, what, October 29th or 30th or whatever that they put it out, like right as spooky season's peaking and like right before Stranger Things. They're just kind of like, let's see.
They dumped it 3 weeks before Stranger Things.
And nobody's going to talk about this except for the people who were trashing on it. And even they're probably going to lose interest pretty quick because that's literally the only press that I've seen of it, is just like, you know, somebody bringing up some screenshot or series, a black lesbian, you know, girlfriend that just popped up or whatever. That's the only word of mouth that I've seen on it at all.
And I think in the book, Siri does have a relationship with some girl, but she's white. And also that girl basically fucking grooms her and abuses her effectively, which they're not presenting this relationship as.
That's like Invincible. Where Mark gets like he gets like taken advantage of by one of the Viltrumite chicks. And I'm pretty sure if they haven't done that season yet, that they will edit that, because you just can't show that if you're a Western Hollywood, like, kind of studio.
When you said Invincibles and then you said Mark, I thought you were talking about the movie Invincible with Mark Wahlberg. And I was like, did he get groomed by the Giants fan? Is that what happened in that movie and I didn't realize it?
What era did he play in? No, Lawrence Taylor took him aside in that movie. We go out there like a bunch of crazed dogs, Mark. That's an actual Lawrence Taylor quote. I'm not being stereotyping or anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend anybody fucking watch it, whether you're a fan of it or not. It's just, I'm not going to finish the series. I did the 2 episodes. I don't think I don't have 6 hours of my life that I want to dedicate to that. I got way better things to do with 6 hours than that. So
kind of like me and watching Alien Earth. Fuck that shit,
dude. I had to stop watching that. We were reviewing on FNT and I just had to stop, man. I'm like, I couldn't. It wasn't like, again, there are different, like, with some of the shit is so bad, it is kind of funny, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you are like invested in making fun of it. Alien Earth was just so nothing. Every character was unlikable. It was
and
trash.
every time they set up a plot line, less than 3 minutes later, they ended the plot line.
It's TikTok, the plot line.
Hey, we're gonna secretly wipe this android/human transhumanist bullshit and introduce a plot line. And 30 seconds later, oh no, they wiped our friend's memory. And what did they do with that? Fucking nothing.
Well, hey, speaking of wasting time, you're looking at the man who has slogged through the platinum to Assassin's Creed Shadows and Ghost of Yote this year. So that's probably about 100 hours wasted of my life between those two.
I'm trying to think of like good things that came out this year, like good shows. And like it's been what the Tulsa King, Primitive War. I can't even think of anything.
Primitive War was fun. Was Mobland this year? Was Mobland this year? I love Mobland.
You're right. Mobland was. I think it was this year.
Demon Slayer Infinity Castle came out this year.
Well, I'm talking about normal stuff that Ryan's at least watched. Yeah, Mobland came out. Okay, Mobland. I thought they came out last year. My bad.
Normal stuff. It made $700 million on the box office. How dare you?
Yeah, but anime, Ryan's not going to watch anime no matter how much you force him to.
No.
He's got to educate himself.
Ryan gets my face when we start talking about anime, and you guys. It's like when you guys are when you guys are talking about sports, and I'm just like, nah. Yeah, Ryan gets that face when we start talking about anime.
Yeah, and then somebody will come in here and be like, "Oh, Ryan, you should get into a good entry level anime. Try One Piece. It's only 1,100 episodes or something like the worst possible recommendation." Where it's just like, "Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna watch that. Thanks."
Yeah, it's just so much fucking time, but I mean, look, you're talking about anime, you're talking about stuff at the box office, like the success that anime is having at the box office. That is something that is desperately needed, because I don't know if you guys saw this stuff. October box office collapses to 27-year low as Hollywood faces dire straits and a major reality check. So you had Tron Ares, huge $200 million big budget flop. You had The Rock's Smashing Machine, which lower budget than a lot of his movies, but only made like $11 million fucking dollars, right? A enormous disaster. And really some of the only little tiny bright spots that you had, you know, over the past couple months have been fucking like anime releases. Because everything else is doing so poorly.
Because everything else is so bad. Like, Ryan, that's quite literally why I started watching anime, is because everything else was so fucking bad.
What's hilarious is that, like, the anime movies are very often canon movies. In other words, like, you have to watch the whole series up to that point to even understand or, like, be invested into what's happening in the movie. So people, rather than, like, watch a new movie where there's no homework required, they're like, no, this is so much better that I will do the homework and then pay for my movie ticket rather than even just like pay for my movie ticket.
I rewatched all of Demon Slayer before the movie. I was like, I gotta be ready, you know. I've only seen it a couple of times. Oh, the Hinokami Chronicles too.
Yeah, because those anime games, they are good for just like a nice, concise like retelling of the story, and then you're also kind of doing something new. So it's a nice little lead in. It leads right up to the movie. But yeah, it even made 133 million domestic.
But I mean, and think about this: domestic box office revenue for October is expected to come in at roughly $425 million, the worst showing in 27 years. You have to go back to 1997 when October combined was $385 million. And that's not adjusted for inflation.
Yeah, what is the inflation since then? Jeez.
So you're talking about, so you would probably have to go back fucking, I don't even know, 50 years. Who fucking knows what the real number is? 27 years to get there, not adjusted for inflation. And there's just, they're not putting out things that people want to see. What is that? The phone, Black Phone?
Black Phone 2.
Black Phone, probably one of the only like slight positives. And I even think that was maybe a disappointment compared to what they expected it to do based on the success of the first one. And you've got a couple of these anime releases that did okay. I mean, what the fuck else though? Everything else is losing money. That Kami Antifa movie, fucking massive box office loser.
Oh, the one with DiCaprio and what was that even called?
Let's see if we can find it. One battle after another. One battle after another.
Like The Long Walk. I remember hearing stuff about that.
Yeah, Stephen King one. People thought that could be good. That ended up fucking flopping. Now, Taylor Swift. We gotta tell Taylor, give her props, I guess, while she's writing notes about Travis Kelce's dick. $33 million on one weekend. The box office, the theaters fucking need it. The theaters need shit like that. These little fucking events that they put in theaters because nothing else is pulling people there.
Demon Slayer would have made a lot more money had it not been a limited release in a lot of places.
That's the thing I always have said and I'm so happy that they actually made it, like, they at least released it in like 3,000 theaters. But I remember as far back as like, I forget, it was like 2018, 2019, I think, was when Dragon Ball Super Broly came out. And it like came out on a Wednesday, super late, in like, it had like 2 screenings a day at my theater. And I'm like, Sony, you're being retarded. You've got to do full releases for these. People come out, and they will come out way more if you actually do this shit just go for it. And finally with Demon Slayer, I mean, you're right. They didn't go full, but they at least got like a 3,000 theater release. They at least put it out at a normal weekend, like, release. And they at least played it in like multiple screenings a day. And it eventually got to a couple different theaters during the day. And so they just didn't seem to have the confidence in it. They always still seem to think it was a niche audience, even though they should like be pedal to the metal with this, because this is what's hitting now. And they saw some return now, so I think they'll be more bold from now on.
Yeah, I mean, I went to go see the Overlord anime movie last year. It was last year, right, Biggles?
Yeah, last year. Yes.
Yeah, there were more people in the theater to see a relatively Overlord's a small franchise. Like it's not fucking huge. There were more people in that movie theater than I saw in Alien, Romulus, and Napoleon combined.
And that's also going to be so dependent on how many screens it's available in, and shit like that too. Because like I went and saw Primitive War in theater, and that was pretty packed. Now it was the only fucking showing of that day in like the city of Orlando, but it was pretty fucking packed, right? So, but I do think a lot of these kind of traditionally smaller projects, smaller releases, I think they're going to get more because the theaters can't fucking survive with like the way that things are going with returns that they're getting. So eventually, no matter what these deals they have with the studios or what the studios think they will want, eventually I think the theaters will have to adjust and give more options and screenings to those types of things that can pull, hey, and we might have like a smaller potential fan base, but they are more rabid and they will go because something has to fucking change.
Well, even re-releases have done better in recent years, like stuff that is available at home. And Revenge of the Sith will make 50 million. The Lord of the Rings re-releases, they'll make 5 million in a weekend or whatever. It's like, at least you're getting somebody in there. They're probably buying popcorn, especially for Lord of the Rings. They're probably buying a few things of food because they're fucking 3-4 hours long. So you gotta.
That's all that matters for theaters, right? If we're just talking like the theatrical business, that's all that fucking matters. It does not matter to them whether a movie is fucking making $700 million in revenue for the studio or losing $200 million. It doesn't matter if it's a success or flop. All they care about is how much money they're getting. And then of those people, what they're spending while they're there, the popcorn, the soda, all that shit. And this October is fucking bad. I mean, there's a couple big things that are coming. Wicked for Good is probably going to do like $700 million, which isn't crazy or anything, but it's probably going to be around that realm. Zootopia 2 with all the fucking furry degenerates and shit that'll be jacking off to that the theater. Like that's probably going to do well. And then Avatar, which I don't know if Avatar is going to do
money, even though it's fucking retarded.
Will it?
And I don't know if that's going to do as well as Way of Water did, just because it had been 10 years or 12 years, 13 years, whatever, since we saw the first Avatar. I don't know if it'll do as well as that, but it's going to make fucking money.
Above or below 2.2 billion for the Fire. I should say 2 billion. That would be the more bold.
I'm going to say 1.8.
Yeah. I think it's going to do just shy of 2, I would say as well. Yeah. I'll Price is Right Ryan and say 1.9.
Well, if these were only guesses, I'd say $1. But yeah. Mike Zero's source, the best entertainment so far is watching trans Tifa getting wrecked by ICE and Patriots. I mean, that's always fun. I guess you don't have to pay for that.
Why is Tifa trans now?
He means like
do to Tifa.
He means like transgender people.
Oh, not Final
from
Fantasy
Antifa.
Tifa. Okay,
Like
got
the
it.
violent protester kind of
Biggles,
groups.
Or-
don't
Yeah.
pretend like you
Tifa.
don't know what a Fuda is.
What?
Or
Oh
Tifa.
God.
Hey, I think
now I know you know.
hey, I think last time you're like Reefer was like balls or no balls, and I was like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? And you used that word, and I was like, what? And then I was like, I think you explained it to me or something, and I was like, oh, I get it now.
Oh,
I only
So
remember
I
that from
literally
like old
learned-
Ricada streams or something. Like
I
balls-
literally learned that from Sleazy.
somebody just brought it up in
Never
chat.
mind,
The
I'm not
Housemaid
going
with
there.
Sydney Sweeney and that other hot blonde chick. I might go see that in theaters, but only if I'm the only guy in the theater. Anyways.
A housemaid, huh? I don't know if I've seen too much for that one.
It actually looked fairly interesting, like all the jokes about sexiness aside or whatever. But it's like she's a housemaid for some chick and her husband, and it starts to get. It seems like have like a horror twist to it.
Amanda
where, like-
Seyfried, is that the other
Yeah.
actress?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so basically, like, I don't know, the trailer was very vague. It was like, a lot of quick shots of like crazy stuff happening, but it seems like she's maybe trying to like infiltrate their family or like get into the husband or something like that, and then
She
Seyfried
wants
like
to
starts
be
to get
in the
attached.
husband.
Well, the husband wants to
Not
probably be
him
in
in the
her,
husband?
obviously, but yeah, and
Peggy.
then like Seyfried starts to go kind of crazy and like lock her in the house and shit like that. It seemed like.
Mike Zero Source, I'm waiting for Primate to come out.
Hmm.
Primate.
Is that like going to be like Shakma, the horror movie with a monkey?
Is that the monkey that gets angry and punches you whenever you're upset? Primate.
I could make a joke right now, but it'll be inappropriate.
The Pokemon from
So it's just called
Generation
New
1?
York City?
No, nothing.
Yeah, we know where you're going. Primate is a 2025 American natural horror film. A tropical vacation goes awry when a family's adopted chimpanzee named Ben suddenly becomes violent due to being bitten by a rabid animal.
Never
Okay,
trust
so
anyone named Ben, especially.
And that's
the
coming
Muppet
out-
Burger.
hey,
You should name like a pet. Hold on, a pet named Ben. I don't like that. Right?
yeah, don't give pets like
Pets can't have people names.
yeah.
Right? If you're gonna, it's got to be like Benji. Benji's a great name for a fucking dog, right? That's a perfect name for a dog. Probably the most adorable dog in the world, like this, like a golden retriever or some shit like that. That's a Benji, right? That's a great dog name.
Mhm.
Now,
Well, I mean, you could get a German Shepherd and name it Rommel or Irwin.
I suppose you could. But yeah, when people are like, "Hey, there's my dog, John." The fuck? Like, it's a person name, not a dog
I guess your
name.
dog named John.
I don't think I've ever seen an animal named John. Now that you mention it, like even with all these retarded people naming their dogs people names, it's like,
We've always named our dogs after sports players.
My Australian Shepherd is named Logan because he was literally born on, I believe it was March 2nd, 2017, which was the date of the premiere of Logan, the movie. So I was like, I looked up his birth date whenever we were deciding like what to name him. I'm just like, well, it's too perfect. I can't not name him this now.
That comes out January 9th, so early next year, apparently.
So it does. I don't know if you guys are Shakma that I referenced is about like a killer primate running around killing people inside of a lab. So it kind of sounds like a modern version of that, possibly more in a suburban setting.
So, like, anytime somebody in the city has a chimp, is the plot line I'm getting.
I don't know if it's going to go full Planet of the Apes, where like it causes a whole uprising. It might be more of an individual case here.
Have none of you heard stories of like chimps and what they do? like,
ripping off
there's
faces
like
and shit?
there's that very famous horror story of that chimp that like peeled that woman's face off and was eating it and shit, right?
that's a normal occurrence for chimps.
Yeah, they freak out. Yeah, you
I knew
should
they
not
ripped
have
off
those
faces,
as
yeah.
your pets.
Like, no, not even as pets. Like in the wild.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah, don't approach one. Don't try and take a selfie
They're
Like,
strong.
almost-
They're freakishly strong.
Yeah, it's like almost as bad as like orcas and dolphins.
Dolphins really are the worst animals in the sea.
They are. They're genocidal rapists.
Yeah.
They're pretty based, yeah.
That porpoise doesn't like us. Kill him.
Sigmund Floyd for $5. H.P. Lovecraft had a colorful cat name. That's true. He named his cat a racial slur, I believe.
Dude,
I guess I don't know if that's real or not, or if it's just something we've said. I have no fucking idea. But
I'm almost positive I've seen it like written by him himself.
maybe, yeah. Like that like that's what I've heard my entire life, but it could also be one of those things that people just say and isn't true in any way, and it's just like spread like wildfire.
So what was the game that I played? I think it was called The Sunken City. It was based on a lot of H.P. Lovecraft works. And I played the one mission in that, and there was some crazy shit in there. And luckily I was streaming it, and I got to ask questions to people in the chat, because I was like, what the fuck is this story? Because you went into this dude's home, and he's like very clearly like has a lot of monkey-ish features, but he's also speaking like a human. And then you start to find all this shit in his attic and like investigating his house that like basically his mom slept with a monkey is what you end up finding out. And they're like, and the people in the chat were like, oh yeah, this is based on like a semi-racist like story of H.P. Lovecraft where some chick goes into Africa and fucks a monkey. I'm just like, what?
And that's how AIDS were made.
Yeah. Oh, it was such a blindside though, because the whole rest of the game is like, you know, there's monsters and shit, but it's like everybody else who's a human acts fairly normal in it, and it's just like, where did this come from? It's like, yeah, this is a questionable story of his. I'm like, I mean, it's a decent story, but it's just came out of nowhere.
Does he also have stories about when they go to Mexico and they fuck donkeys?
I am not well versed in H.P. Lovecraft. This is my first exposure to him. Was this?
He's
game.
like, welcome to Tijuana. This is a donkey show.
And I actually got really pissed because my save got fucked up and I couldn't progress any further when I was on like the last mission of it. So I fucking deleted it and was like, fuck this game.
Angst Kitten for $5. Is everyone hyped to watch Kim Kardashian's cringe show coming out next week? I can't wait.
What is
Kardashian
show?
It's a bunch of women who are divorce attorneys who like advocate for other women who want to screw over their husbands in divorce. I can't wait for the coverage of the show. I can't say I plan on watching it.
Last time I saw Kim Kardashian was at the roast of Tom Brady when everybody was making jokes about how she was used up.
They fucking edited some of those out. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the Parks and Rec meme about her?
So that was in an outtake of it was an outtake where Chris Pratt was like let me think about what happened. It was they were going over and they were talking about like, you know, we need great, you know, our town needs a great comeback story. Name some great comeback stories, and people were naming a couple off, and Chris Pratt's Andy Dwyer is like Kim Kardashian, and it's like, well, we're looking for comeback stories. He's like, oh well, I mean, she did get cum on her back at the end of that video, and like everybody lost. It was an improv moment, right? It wasn't part of the show, like full improv. It was so funny.
I had never heard that before.
Dude, it's great.
I know, I heard that, but I forgot.
I love Chris Pratt in that so much. I love his character. The fact that that's like he did that for so long, and he was even on there when he lost weight and everything. Like when he got like the Zero Dark 30 role and got cast for Guardians, and he was still on the show. And they explained it. They explained the like drastic weight because he was fat as fuck for most of the show. They explained the drastic weight loss in one scene when him and Ben, I think is the other character's name, they're like just walking up these stairs, and Ben's like, you know, you really do look really good. You've lost so much weight. He's like, oh, thanks, man. He's like, all you did was stop drinking beer. He's like, yep, fell right off, and that was it. Like that's the only way they fucking addressed his rapid, massive fucking weight loss.
That's enough.
Yeah. As long as you do it.
Chris Pratt really is like the only superstar we've had in like the last, what, like 8 years?
Well, what are you talking about? Pedro Pascal, man.
Fuck you, you fucking fuck. How about that?
Listen, everybody needs to watch Deep in the Valley starring Chris Pratt. Okay, just do it.
Deep in the Valley. I don't know about that one, but I do kind of agree with you, and there's something to the fact that even though we all think we know where his political leanings are, like he doesn't talk about it, and I don't think he should. I don't think he has to. I don't think he needs to. I wish more stars would be like that. Be like, hey, love my country, fucking gonna do Pledge of Allegiance, and
religious,
all that stuff, right? But he doesn't make that a part of his promotion for movies or anything, and whether it's TV shows, massive television shows like Terminalist, which is a huge success, obviously huge movies, both as an ensemble cast and just kind of he as the guy. And then doing the voices for animated movies that have been extremely fucking popular. Yeah. And the only people that don't like him are the freaks and the weirdos. That's it. Like normal people on the left are fine with him. They like him too.
100%. If there were any dirt to be had on him, it would have gotten drudged up. So that makes me all the more confident that he's pretty squeaky clean as far as like,
other than the whole Anna Faris thing when he was married to her. And other than that, yeah.
Hey, people make mistakes. People change.
She was funny in the Scary Movies before 5,
People make mistakes. People change. But yeah. What a stream we had today. I was sitting here in the back because I forgot to send Sleazy the link, and it was like 5 minutes after, and I'm thinking, man, no one's gonna fucking show up. Like, am I gonna have to cancel this thing or what? And then John came in, then we started, then we talked about fucking nothing and everything for like an hour and a half, which is pretty cool. Which is pretty cool.
Sports Wars stream kind of for a few minutes there. Yeah.
I got to participate in this one because usually I stand here throwing links in the chat.
But yeah, I mean, you guys got to hear some of my crazy stories of all the people I've met doing random shit. Oh, I played paintball with fucking Les Stroud and the ginger from Band of Brothers. I always forget his name.
Really?
I played paintball with him too. I actually met him doing security for a set and asked what there was to do in the area, and then I met all of them at a paintball.
That's a crazy one because he was in Band of Brothers, and especially with what you named, he should be like trained military.
Yeah, because he started talking in normal voice, and I was like, "Is that for a role?" He's like, "No, I'm British." I was like, "Oh my god, holy shit!" I didn't even know.
When the L's and the some of the T's start disappearing, you're like, "Wait a minute."
Yeah, Damian Lewis. As soon as I see the name, I remember. Like I just can't remember the name. I can only think of his face.
Yeah, that's a pretty forgettable name, like stock standard name, Damian Lewis.
Yeah.
But John, tell people where they can find you and what you do.
Oh well, the channel name is my name that I put on here. It's John Gets Gaming, and we did a couple little Freddy's Nightmares kind of reviews during the spooky season here. And we did a lot of Ghost of Yote, unfortunately, and I put out my review for that.
You poor bastard.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you gotta trudge through that slop so nobody can accuse you of not trying it, and you can throw it in their faces, be like, "Nah, I got the platinum. Fuck you. It sucks."
Somebody's got to play it, at some point. So.
And hopefully, I dissuade many people from buying it, as many as possible. And so now we're gonna probably get into still doing a little Resident Evil Code Veronica right now. I'm finishing that up, even though spooky season's over. I finish what I start, and then we're gonna get probably back into Expedition 33 here and actually find out how the fuck that game ends.
Condolences.
I hear it's great.
It's such a good fucking game, but condolences. If you cry, I'll call you a bitch, though.
You bitch.
Pretty much everyone I've heard talk about it says it's fucking awesome. Sleazy, what about yourself? What are you up to, man?
All right. So I just got back from my vacation for a couple weeks. I took some time off the internet, so I'm back to making videos. I'm going to start doing live streams. I've been pulling a shit ton of overtime at work, so that's been at the on the back burner. Next month, I'm going to be going to Asia again because I fucking love being in Asia. It's amazing and based and incredible. And I'll probably live stream a bunch of that as well. But you can find me on Sleazy Society.
There you go. And Biggles shared, John's and Sleazy's channels there. And he also shared his own. Biggles, what do you do?
What do? I talk anime on Monday nights, the same time as Fuck My Life, starring Ryan, because he decided that the perfect time to do this stream is the same time I do mine for the last 3 years. So thanks, Ryan. No, I don't.
Maybe if you go long enough, one of these days I'll fucking raid you when we're done.
Well, we only go 2 hours, so
He doesn't have enough stamina, Ryan.
I don't have the stamina anymore. I'm fat now. I can't keep going.
I'm fat. I can't sit in front of a camera for as long.
But yeah, that's what I do. If you watched this morning before this stream, I was yelling at Battlefield 6 because fuck that game. And yeah, that's basically all I do now. So you can click the button if you want to subscribe. That's fine.
Well, there you go. Thank you guys for joining me. I didn't know if we were going to have a fucking show today, so a pleasant surprise that it was a good one. So, thanks everybody for being here. Make sure you sub to these guys, follow them, support them, watch them. Even if I accidentally scheduled a stream on top of one that Biggles did because I was, maybe unaware. One of the only times it worked for me in my life too.
It's cool, man. I don't really care.
Just blame Vera.
yeah, I blame her.
Actually,
I
Vera.
blame her. I've never watched any of her stuff, so I blame her.
Oh, damn. Well, there you go.
Ryan would never do that to me.
Get wrecked. Get wrecked, Vera Dark. Hey, we appreciate you guys. I will be live somewhere between 2 and 2.5 hours from now on my main channel for the normal stream. So got to get stuff set up for that. But appreciate you guys watching, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye, everybody.